Collectors, roll out! Hello and welcome to the first episode of Statue Spotlight, Statues in Disguise. My name is Rianne and today we'll be talking about the latest Transformers statues by XM Studios. XM Studios is a Singapore-based global award-winning design studio and producer of handcrafted, individually hand-painted statue collectibles. They are a licensee for some of the biggest pop culture brands worldwide, and I can't wait for you to see what they have in their store right now. In this episode, we'll be talking about the latest 1:3 scale Optimus Prime and Megatron Bust from XM Studios' Transformers series. Both of them come from the classic Transformers G1, also known as Generation 1. They were the first generation of Transformers that came out way back in the mid-80s. Now, I don't know about you, but looking at these guys brings back a ton of childhood nostalgia. I can still remember the sound effects and catchy theme tune from the animated series. Without further ado, let's talk about the main man himself, Optimus Prime. If you didn't know, Optimus Prime is the iconic leader of the Autobots, the good faction of Transformers from their home planet, Cybertron. He believes freedom is the right of all sentient beings and is beloved for his compassion, steady leadership, and brave feats in battle. If you have a keen eye, you may note the mix of both modern and classic design elements from the Transformers G1 animated series. Starting off with his head, the different layers and shine from the metallic paint really stands out and breathes life into the statue. The lines and grooves around his head also adds an extra dimension to the intricacy of the sculpt. My favourite feature is that the chest windows can be left open or closed. If you open up the chest, you can showcase the matrix of leadership hidden inside. Fans may recognise this as the powerful artifact that gives Optimus upgraded abilities and is usually carried around by the leader of the Autobots. I love how his chest area has so much depth. Moving on, you can see the Autobots logo on Optimus's left shoulder. I'd like to pay attention to the intentional weathering effect of the paint job around the bust, making it look so realistic. Notice the torso, which features a plethora of mechanical parts that looks like it's been greased and slightly worn down. Looking downwards, the Autobots logo is featured prominently at the front of the base, which contains many futuristic yet mechanical details. Uniquely, this bust has a built-in light-up feature within the base that uses batteries for power. You can also see the light shine from his bright eyes and even a row of lights on his chest. I bet it will look amazing in the dark. This bust has a length of about 110 cm, breadth of 60 cm, and a height of 91 cm, and it weighs about 75 kg. The Optimus Prime bust is currently available for pre-order at around 5,400 Singapore dollars on XM Studios' official website and the XM store. Next up, we have what you may call a companion piece. Or maybe companion isn't quite the right word because we're talking about the arch enemy of Optimus Prime. Presenting to you the 1:3 scale Megatron Bust. Megatron is the feared and famous leader of the Decepticons, who are rivals with the Autobots. The only thing he wants more than the conquest of the Autobots is the demise of his nemesis, Optimus Prime. At a glance, you may notice how the metallic sheen of Megatron's body highlights his strong and imposing presence. Like when watching the animated series, the first thing that I notice is his big red eyes. I mean, look at his menacing smile and the lines and grooves in and around his face. On his back, behind his head, is the iconic barrel of the giant pistol that he transforms into. I mean, of course, being one of the most feared and powerful warriors on Cybertron, it makes sense that he transforms into a weapon. Now let's take a look at his chest. Right in the middle, you can see the Decepticon logo in its unique purple-coloured finish. Again, I like paying attention to the paint job of the nuts and bolts around the surface of his body to appreciate all the weathering hand-painted onto the sculpt. Another Decepticon logo is featured prominently at the front of the base. You can see the complexity of textures crafted onto the polystone base, which makes the statue sturdy while also beautiful to look at. Similarly, this bust has a built-in light-up feature within the base that uses batteries for power. You can see the light shine through his bright red eyes. Do bear in mind that due to customs clearance, batteries will not be included when shipping XM products with light-up features. The Megatron Bust has a length of around 80 cm, a breadth of 112 cm, and a height of 104 cm. The weight is 75 kg. The Megatron Bust is also currently available for pre-order at around 5,400 Singapore dollars on XM Studios' official website and the XM store. So, will you get them both? Pictures tell 1,000 words, but to me, seeing is believing. I really didn't expect the bust to be this detailed and large in real life. Anyway, we've come to the end of this episode. I hope you had an awesome time having a close look at these busts and maybe even a trip down memory lane. For more information about the Optimus Prime and Megatron busts, do check out XM Studios' official store and website at xm-studios.com. Be sure to stay tuned for another episode of Statue Spotlight, Statues in Disguise, coming your way very soon. Don't forget to subscribe and follow XM Studios on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for more cool updates and things coming your way. Thank you for joining me, Rianne, on the first episode of Statue Spotlight, Statues in Disguise. Take care and happy collecting!